Well, it's time for another Mindset Mondays. Mindset Mondays.
That was different, right?
These get shitter every time we do them.
Now don't worry if our focus is slightly pulled today, it's because we've got
the puppies with us.
we've got a fight going on behind us.
They're trying to see who the leader of the pack is.
Yeah.
And it's to and fro.
They're going to tire themselves out in about... Well, actually, I'm going to time it. I give them another 9 minutes tops and they're going to be gassed out.
We've got the water stop for them here, so when they're tired they'll come and get a drink of water.
That's the plan anyway.
Yeah.
Right, this week's episode is all about...
Learning from your mistakes.
Now, how often have you made continuous mistakes or the same mistake over and over, and then you get frustrated with yourself? You're like, I've done it again.
Yeah. I think it's all about, well, is there such a thing as failure? If you are wise, it's impossible to fail, because as that quote says, you either win or you learn.
Oh, we love a bit of Conor McGregor. Well, it's Kavanagh's quote as coach, I believe, but I think it's John Kavanagh's his coach, and that's his quote. Yeah, and Conor McGregor's.
I think it's been around for a lot longer than him.
Probably. But I didn't hear it till then. So,
yeah, I've heard it for a long time.
Right, showing off. It's like that famous quote as well with Thomas Edison. You know, it took him 1,000 attempts to make a light bulb. So you'd say, Chris, he failed
that
999 times. But then he was quoted as saying, no, I found 999 ways how not to make a light bulb.
So he learned each step of the way. Mm-hmm. Now, we've all made mistakes in life, everyone. But the biggest mistake you can make is not learning the lessons from that supposed failure.
So I'll give you a little story. I had a friend who was always kind of short of money. It's like twice, like couscous, right? And they're really short of money. They're not just short of money, they're short of money. And they asked for a lend, and the first time it was a small amount. So I gave it, they paid it back quick, trust was built, happy days. And then further on the line there was a slightly larger amount, and I lent the money. And then, you know, it's happened probably to a lot of people, you know, you then, the deadline comes for them to pay it back. You know, they don't pay it, they don't even mention it. You kind of feel awkward to bring it up because you're like, well, I don't want to seem like putting pressure on the person, but nonetheless you want your money back. You do sort of mention it, you get excuse after excuse, like, oh, I'm sorry mate, blah 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 blah. And then it gets to the end where you're like, you either don't get paid back or you get made to feel guilty that it did pay you back, or they pay you back in such small dribs and drabs that, you know, it's not worth it. But with this individual, they were still a friend, and I didn't want to lose a friendship over money. Money, you can always make more money. But it was really important to learn from that mistake, so I had to be really strong myself and say from then onwards, no more lends, simple as that. Took my loss, learn from the mistake.
Yeah. I think it's really important to learn on every aspect of your life. Now, because we're sort of the health and fitness guys, we can give you loads of different examples with clients and whatnot. I'm going to give you an example from me personally. When I first started sort of getting into health and fitness, I was always sort of relatively fit, but sort of when you start learning about PT, you learn about the nutrition principles, you think, great, I'm going to apply this to myself and I'm going to get a bit leaner. I wanted, a 4-pack or a 6-pack wasn't enough. I wanted an 8-pack, so I was getting a lot leaner. And the stuff that I've been reading, and a lot of people were saying, well, you have to kind of cut back on the carbs, you have to increase your protein, you have to do this, you have to do that. And so I did this, and it didn't work. I think I made myself miserable for about 6 months, just trying again, thinking, oh, I'm obviously not cutting out enough. I'm not cutting out enough. I need to do more, constantly. And actually, as I went on, it was like, okay, actually, this is not working. You have to learn from these experiences and learn about your own body. So then I increased the carbs. I actually went over the top on the carbs, and surprise to me, I got leaner. So you're learning from each of these mistakes. My dog's off. Tilly, come.
Whereas mine's right here.
Tilly, come. Good girl.
Hiya.
Good girl. Hey, good girl. That's good listening. Hey. Right, don't run off now. Yeah. So, the point of that story, oh, he's still fighting, is just because there's a lot of so-called experts that tell you one thing doesn't mean that's actually true. But ultimately you experience life yourself, whether it be in a health and fitness aspect, whether it be in a sort of financial, friendships, it doesn't matter. You learn from each of the mistakes according to your own situation. you move past it, and you end up with a win.
And one of the quickest ways to learn from the mistake is to really understand what went on with the error. You know, was it human error? Well, in your case, you worked out.
So you can tell us getting these dogs is going to make our channel much more professional. I'm just going to tuck that up there.
Yeah, so it's important to understand where you went wrong with the mistake. You know, in your case, you understood that your body responds differently. There's a bit of a fight going on. You see how concerned we are? Yeah, so it's important you understand where the mistake came from. So in your case, you realise that your body, if you just kept going down that route, pounding away, no carb, not working, it's like banging your head against the wall and expecting something to change. If you're not getting the desired result, whatever that may be, so in my case, if I'm not getting my money back, then I had to draw a line. I was like, well, what's going on here? Well, fine, I had to just say, right, I won't get my money back, but I won't give it again, because that's where you feel silly, is when you make the same mistake twice. The mistake I made was lending to someone that I didn't, or that was necessarily not great, and in a great position to return it at that time. That would be the best.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Shame on me.
Yeah. I like that quote.
Yeah.
So, learn along the way. It's impossible to fail if you continuously look for the learning and the education in each situation.
So grow as a person. Again, what matters most is you. If you make the same mistake twice, it's you that suffers. So learn from them.
So look to what you're trying to achieve in the first place, set some goals, and move along a path. There's going to be lots of different diverts off, and it's up to you to sort of monitor the situation. Are you making mistakes? Are you going off on a tangent? But just keep heading and learn from the mistakes, and you will end up at the goal.
The goal. The goal. Is that a G?
It's a backwards G to me.
You mean like a shadow monster?